Hey, what's up you guys? It's the Curious Owl here, and this is going to be my June 2016 favorites video. So June was an extremely busy month for me, not only with my business, with our summer incentive program going on, so there's been like a lot of sales that have been being pushed, and I actually did really well this month. I made my 30-day goal, and I've already gotten my first recruit for my team, so I'm very excited to see how the month of July is. I've got a lot of stuff planned for that already, but it was also just really busy personally. I had, if you guys remember me doing my Get Ready With Me vlog from the very beginning of the month, I had 3 open houses to go to. I had a birthday party to go to that day. That was an extremely busy day for me. And then I also had a birthday party. I had a couple of different birthday celebrations for family that were going on, and just so much stuff that happened within like such a small amount of time. I'm surprised, the first half of the month went by so quickly for me, and then the second half kind of just like dragged on and on to me, I think. But there's been a lot of great things that have happened, and but because I've been so busy, there's been some things that I haven't been able to do or see or anything, so that's about it. But to start off, for books this month, I read a total of 4 books. I read and completed a total of 4 books this month, and I think my favorite out of all 4 of the books that I read and finished within the month was It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini, which you guys can go check out my book review on this book right up there. So this was my favorite book by far because honestly, it was just such a nice book that helped me understand that my anxiety and my I don't have depression, but my anxiety it's okay to have. You can have anxiety and still live a good life kind of thing. This book hit really hard with the whole thing about anxiety and having to grow up with so many pressures that are placed upon you and how it can really derail you, and being able to move on past that and being able to still live your life once you kind of found things that make you feel better kind of thing. It was a very heartwarming story. It was very heavy within the first 100 pages or so, just because of a lot of the imagery that was given when it came to things that the main character Craig went through. And then once he got into the mental hospital, things pretty much lightened up from there, and things were easier to kind of digest. So I thought it was a really great story. I thought it was definitely one of my favorites I've ever read. So that was my favorite book for the month. For movies, I didn't get to go out and see any movies this month, unfortunately, so I didn't get to see Finding Dory, and I'm really upset about that, but I know eventually, if I don't see it this summer, I'll definitely make sure to watch it when it comes out on DVD. But yeah, I didn't really get out much this month to watch any new movies, but that's just because, it's not a priority. This month has been really busy, especially for my family, because this is the start of travel softball. So my younger sister is gone pretty much Thursday through Sunday every week for softball tournaments and stuff, and so it's just been we don't really get time to kind of just go out and watch movies and stuff like that. For TV shows, there was only one new show that I watched, and it's not even new. It's been around since the 90s, and it was Seinfeld. And the only reason I even watched it was because I was at my boyfriend's house about a week ago, and we just sat down and he was watching it, and so I watched a couple of episodes, and it was kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of dumb humor, but I like dumb humor, so it made me happy. But that's pretty much the only show I actually watched that was in any way new to me. For music this month, I didn't get to listen to anything new. There's been just some artists that I just continuously listen to, but this month I hadn't really listened. The last couple of months I haven't really just sat down and listened to anything, just because I just sit and watch YouTube videos a lot of the time, so it's most of the time when I do work I would listen to music, but even then I'm just I'm so focused I totally forget to put on music and stuff. And then as far as events, there wasn't really many events that were my favorites. Like I said, I was just really busy a lot of the month, but I think one of my favorite things I did this month was I got to collab with my friends Zane and Hope over at Date Fight. You guys can go check out their video that I did with them on their channel. I will leave a link in the description for you guys. That was so much fun to do. It was honestly so fun. You guys could tell I could not stop laughing the entire time just because I was having so much fun. I got to play Rocket League with them, which I never played before, and I sucked terribly, but it was hilarious, and I cannot wait for them to be able to come and do our video for a collab, which will be happening very soon. I'm just so excited because they're really awesome people. I've known Zane since I was in middle school. We were always pretty good friends, and then Hope and I met when we were about juniors in high school, and then they started dating, and they reached out to me and were like, hey, do you want to do a collab video? I think it would be really cool to do. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'd love to do a collab video. So it was just so much fun to do, and I can't wait to do more with them in the future because they're great guys. They're just amazing people to be around. So yeah, that was pretty much my favorite event of the month. So for July, I know I've got so much stuff happening. Well, first of all, the 4th of July is happening, so I'm very excited about that. And then on the 4th of July, I have a vendor event at my local park for the 4th of July celebration, and the day before I start one party, and then on the 5th I start another party, and those go on for that whole week. And then Friday, July 8th is my 19th birthday, so I'm very excited for that. I don't think I'm going to be doing much because that weekend my parents are going to be out of town for my sister's softball tournament for that weekend. So I'm pretty much going to be by myself, but I'm okay with that. But then also I've got my first in-home party booked for later in the month, and we're going through a catalog change. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening with my business, and it's just insane. This month is gonna be so jam-packed, and I am so ready for it. I'm so excited. And unfortunately, I wanted to be able to go to Warped Tour on the 22nd, I believe, was when they were going to be in Auburn Hills for Warped Tour. But unfortunately, I can't do that because I'm going to be too busy with my business. Yeah, that's disappointing, but I've went the last 3 years in a row, so I'm not really missing much. I just wish I could be able to see my favorite bands. But some of them I've seen already, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, so this is going to be a very jam-packed month for me, and I'm very excited to see how it's going to be. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me in this June 2016 favorites video. If you guys liked it, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!